Hey everyone, and welcome back to the Religious Wars. And we do have quite a couple of interesting wars going on at the moment, but before we get into them, I just want to show you the Pacific area right now. So we have all these small islands here already being colonized. So we have the Coptics over in the Society Islands, we have the Theravadas over here in Tonga, Hindus in Fiji, we have the Coptics over here in New Caledonia as well, we have the Ibadi in Nauru, then more Hindu, more Coptics in, well, what's that actually, the Marshall Islands. Where's Theravada? The Theravada also, right, the Theravada have Midway right here, so that's very cool. So each of these guys are colonizing their own little islands here, and it seems as though the Ibadi are the only ones interested in the big continent down here. So they already have their second colony, they already have Tasmania, and now they're going for Eora. Good. So they're probably gonna have a colonial nation down here, an Ibadi colonial nation. That's gonna be very cool. I wonder if anyone is also going to go for New Zealand. It definitely would also be another colonial nation. That would actually be very cool if we were to have two colonial nations here. But yeah, we'll see. Let's get back to the war. The Theravada still have... Actually, they have only a couple of troops down here, enough to beat the Hindus, but not really a huge army, so they have already moved that one over. The Sikh are currently winning, and their coalition of Hindus, Ibadis, and obviously their own troops are pushing into the Zoroastrians, but the thing is, the Sikh are already being... Yeah, they're already being besieged, and, well, they still have their capital, but it's definitely vulnerable, so... Since the Sikh are the war leader, they're probably going to peace out very soon. So let's actually check their wars. They're winning by 10% now. They could demand some war score, and they should definitely retake all of their cores, or, well, as many as possible, because they definitely have so much they could reclaim, and it just would be awesome to see it, especially getting a province like Kalat, simply because that would link up their lands, which is something very necessary. At least I always think that a linked up land is much nicer. So yeah, we have 60,000 men right here. They could potentially... Okay, the Zoroastrians bring in more dudes, okay. Well, they should definitely act now, because the Theravada only bring more troops, so we should definitely destroy this army before these guys can link up their lands. And I wonder what the Rajajani do. They already have their men ready at the border. It seems like they're going for conquest, but you don't know that. We don't know that for sure. Okay, so that's that war. The Coptics still just sieging. They're not happy with only having 86% war score. So this war seems to be going on. And the North are finally winning their war, with the Orthodox being besieged 60 against 60. Actually have more troops, but we'll see if they win. And where's the North's army? 52,000 men. They're unsieging stuff. And they also have a couple of troops here, together with the Catholics fighting the Protestants. Yeah. So... Oh, there's actually a couple of pirates, but those are reformed ships. Alright, so yeah, we'll see what they do. If the Orthodox can win a big battle over here, which I doubt, because right now they have just 60,000 men standing here, they could actually make a difference in the war, but I think they're rather just going to peace out at some point. The North are winning by 6% now, so... Oh well. Alright, so what are the Coptics? What do the Coptics want? They have tons and tons of claims. 1, 2 here, and... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 here, and that includes Jerusalem. They could take 7 provinces just by taking all that claims. Could be interesting. It's just so sad that the Jews... I know the Jews had an ally. I think it was the Ibadi. I'm not sure, but I definitely know that they had an ally, and well, the allies have not helped them out, which is a shame. All right, and the... Alright, so the Theravada Sikh trade war has ended, apparently, and nothing happened. It was white peace, at least as far as I can tell. Yep, it was white peace. Alright, so, well, the Sikh defended their territory. Unfortunately, they did not get anything back. Okay, but I guess as a defender, a white peace is definitely worth. And I'm sorry for these lags, but sometimes it just scrolls in way too fast. Alright. Okay, so, and the Coptics just went mad. So they've taken 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 provinces. Right. all of the Levant, basically, with the capital Jerusalem, is now part of the Coptics. So yeah, what is the new Jewish capital, I wonder? Probably Alexandria, and yes it is. Alright, so the Jews got pushed out of the... Actually, basically, this is their homeland. If you remember, the Jews started out here. That's where the Jews started out. This is actually where they just colonized. And they already lost everything, so yeah. They still have their land over here, but that's just gonna... Either the Orthodox take it or the Shia retake it. It doesn't really matter, but they're definitely gonna lose all of their lands. Such a shame. So, the only way they can... Or the only place they can really go is... I mean, they could try to colonize over here. So far, there's still the possibility of going this way and then into the wild, basically. Or they could just continue here, but... I don't know. They're just fucked, basically. And it seems as though the war has just ended, or at least the Orthodox have peaced out. Yep, only the Orthodox have peaced out. And they have not been able to actually win a big battle here against the Catholics. That's a shame. But at least they didn't have to give up their provinces, so that's good for them. So yeah, let's check out what else we have going on. So Nahuatl and the North, the last that's going on. So yeah, they're pushing in here. Let's check out the Nahuatl real quickly. They probably have annihilated all the enemy troops. Yes, they have. Although they still have to re-siege over here. So perhaps the Mayans will be able to keep all of their provinces. And look at this, that looks nice. That looks very nice. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 11, 12, 13 provinces. Plus the provinces they have here. If they wouldn't be at war, they could probably reform their religion for the last time, and then they would never fall apart again and would have a very powerful religion. But I guess it's just coming too late. And Muisca seems to have not fallen apart at all. Alright, that's because they're a tribal monarchy. They need to reform first. Okay. Well, the new Catholic Empire and Nova Hollandia are still continuing their colonization efforts. I wonder what the Totemists do about this. I don't think they're too happy about it, but so far, it seems they're not really... There are 41,000 men here, another 41,000 down here. They don't really have a big army, to be honest. I mean, definitely much smaller than like the Nahuatl have, but I think it's mostly because they don't have the economy to sustain that type of army. But yeah, so these guys are trying to fight back, doing not really a good job. It's a shame. Kiche is not in this war. I see. Okay. So, but the Nahuatl do not push into Californian land. Interesting. How's the religion look over here? Mayan. Oh, what's this? Theravada Empire is colonizing even over here. Haida. Okay. In Alaska. Interesting. So they're actually going for Americas from the different side. Cool. Alright, have we any other wars going on? No, so the North have peaced out. What did they end up taking? They took Danzig and Stolp. I think that's the only two provinces they took. Yes, only these two provinces. Alright, well that's still worth a lot. Danzig is definitely very useful. Coastal center of trade, river estuary. Yep. Yeah, and the Protestants just got crippled even more. I wonder where they're colonizing. They could colonize all over here. But, okay, they are actually colonizing over here, and this one. It's just too late. They should have focused on this one instead of going for a colonial nation. But that's just, you know, my point of view. And the Catholics have been able to kill their rebels. That's good for them. Still have 4,000 men over here in the desert, just chilling. And yeah, the Coptics are not... They're now linked up their lands with their ally, the Orthodox Empire. And nobody keeps them in check. Because the Ibadi are too weak, the Jews are too weak, and that was all the people they ever bordered. I mean, now they're bordering the Orthodox, but they're friends. So, yeah, the Coptics are definitely have emerged as a very strong country, because they have never been involved in these big wars that the Orthodox have been involved. Neither have they been involved in these wars. So they basically always could just take whatever they wanted and grow powerful. I hope they kind of fix their borders here because it looks hideous. Perhaps they're gonna at some point be at war with the Shamanists because they're now colonizing the East African coast. So that's gonna be something to look forward to. And yeah, one thing, I'm actually very amazed on how the Animists did against Well, how the animists fared against the Inti and Shamanists. I mean, they only had to give up one province, and that's been 2 wars now that they fought. So I really like that a lot. I like that they're doing so good, basically. So yeah, Nahuatl are being sieged up again by a couple of guerrilla Mayan troops. Oh my gosh. Did you just see that? Wow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 Mayan provinces have just been taken. So basically, almost all of the Mayan mainland. Well, yeah, what the Mayans started with. Now this is probably pretty safe from the Nahuatl, I would guess. I'm not certain on this, but that's my guess. And then they obviously have still this one province, but that's gonna get annexed very soon. And then I wonder if the Nahuatl will actually focus on the Mayan California. They probably will, but that's definitely something I'm looking forward to. And Quiche is probably next, because they don't have a truce with any of them. Or do they? They actually do. For 2 more years, and then Nahuatl could actually declare a new war. Now Caddo, for some reason, just stays independent, and Nahuatl don't want to declare war on them. I don't know why, but they just like this little vassal over there. Well, it's not even a vassal, but they just enjoy having Caddo over there. Something to cuddle with, I guess. Alright, no wars right now. Interesting. So, I guess in this case, we can just zoom out and let's go all the speed 5 we can and see what's happening. The Shinto have been at peace for quite a while. I think that's because they have a truce with the Chengri, who are now allied to the Sikh. Alright, so let's go over the alliances. We have that one. The Shinto, Vajrayana, Mahayana. Zoroastrians allied to Ibadi and Theravada. Hindu to Sikh. Sikh actually have some very cool allies. Tengri, Hindu, but no longer Ibadi. Okay, interesting. These 3 guys are allied. Ibadi, Orthodox, Zoroastrian. So Ibadi just fought the Zoroastrians and are now allied to them. Okay. These guys have the Shinto, the Hindu, and the Coptics. Jews don't have any alliances. Neither do the Shia. Okay, Orthodox. Okay, the Orthodox had to break their alliance with the Protestants yet again. That's really sad. Okay. Shamanists still have the Catholics, as well as the Inti. Okay. Sunni don't have any alliances. The North still have the Catholics. The Reformed also don't have any alliances, but they are probably not in need of any alliances. Totemists, Nahuatl. Yeah. Nahuatl are definitely powerful. Okay. Let's check the religion map. Okay, still some of these Shamanist provinces, Sunni, all of the Orthodox provinces obviously are a lie. They're still uncolonized. Same goes for most of the Totemists over here. And yeah, the Theravada really pushing into Alaska now. That's interesting. Ibadi are down here. Sieging. No, not sieging, but colonizing more. Okay. Let's see if we have any wars going on. The Vajrayani and the Coptics against Zoroastrian, Ibadi, and Theravada. So Theravada, all these 3 of them, they have just been at war and on different sides. Whereas the Coptic and the Vajrayani are fresh. So I guess we're gonna see a new winner. What's this war all about anyway? So let's check this out. So, okay, so they only brought in so the Coptics are definitely very capable of just well, running into the Ibadi land, if it ever lets me scroll in. Jesus Christ. So I wonder if the Vajrayani will be able to fight these 2 front wars against the Zoroastrians and the Theravada. But as I said, the Coptics will make short work of the Ibadi. Yeah, they're already starting in, already rushed in. Although they do have quite a lot of Jews separatists. It's only 30,000 men. If they send their troops over, then they should be able to deal with them. But yeah, they're definitely... Wow, this war does not come at a good time. So we have an Ibadi army down here causing havoc. We have the Jewish separatists in the north, but okay, they've just actually sent an army to deal with them. Okay, so if they get rid of the last rebel stack, they should be fine. Then they're dealing with the Ibadis here. So yeah, it seems like the Coptics are gonna be easily able to deal with the Ibadi. But then we'll have to see how the Vajrayani fare against the Zoroastrians. Oh, and the Ibadi actually sent in a big army over here to help out their allies. And the Theravada obviously are also quite powerful. I have to say, If the Mahayana not declare war, which they definitely could, if they bring in the Shinto and declare war on the Theravada, which is definitely possible, then I could see the Vajrayani win. But right now, I don't think the Vajrayani will win. I think they've taken on more than they can chew. Look at this, 90,000 coalition forces. Okay, they have 80,000 troops. Still, I don't think they're gonna win. Hindu are just mass recruiting. Actually, no, they're at war as well. So they have been brought in. I see. So the Vajrayani have now brought in the Hindu into their war as well. So they've just actually fought these two guys on the side with the Ibadis. But yeah, so they're fighting them again. So I guess Theravada is now going to be pinched in. The Hindus definitely will make the difference because the Hindus can kind of keep the Theravada busy in the south with their 44,000 men down here. It's kind of a lot, I guess. But yeah, they definitely keep them busy. That gives the Vajrayani the chance. Wow, 150,000 men. Well, that... Wait, is that all? Yeah, those are Theravada troops. Wow, amazing. That's a lot of troops. But yeah, that will give them the chance to perhaps deal with the Zoroastrians, and the Coptics will take care of the body. If their troops are not just taking attrition. Okay. So if you quickly siege this, then you can't recruit troops here. I definitely recommend you doing this. Get rid of your rebels, and then you should be all good. The Shia have now noble rebels and pretenders as well. Poor guys. Let's check out if we have any other wars going on. The Reformed have declared war on the Protestants again. Nationalist war. Yeah, they bring in their colonies, but it's pretty safe to say that the Reformed are gonna win. Even though they just lost a major battle here. But that's the first and only battle that they will lose. Another 60,000 men coming in, and the Protestants have not been able to heal. Yep. Probably gonna get stack wiped. No, actually no. They did not get stack wiped, but yeah. Protestants, you're done. I wonder what the Reformed take. Hopefully they're gonna take all of this just to link up their lands. And yeah, they have tons and tons of claims. So yeah. Still the capital is... Yeah, actually the capital is exposed. And it's probably gonna get taken by the Protestants, which is the last center. Okay, no, we don't have these centers of reformation anymore. Good. So they went away eventually. It took a long time, definitely. So last Protestant uprising, and it's been slaughtered. Alright. Well, what do you know? That was to be expected, though. Okay, so it seems as though the Coptics... Where's your main army? 45,000 men. Walking through Sunni and fighting their rebels. Why are you in Sunni land? Could you explain that to me, please? You're just standing here. Why? I don't get it. Yeah, and it seems as though the Vajrayani are really getting pushed back. The Hindus are... Well, they have tons and tons of troops in the south, but they don't really know what to do with it, seems like. Whoa, the Hindu have all their men overseas. 38,000, 45,000, 36,000. That's so many men. They have a huge army, but they're not using them. And the Sikh have now declared war on the Shia. Did they bring anyone in? I don't think they did. No, it's the Sikh alone. So the Sikh think that they're strong enough, and they probably are. So they're gonna retake, well, this one province where they have a claim on only. No longer, it was their core once. But they don't have any cores on anymore on the Shia lands. Yeah. So they only have this one claim, but they're probably gonna take Thada as well, simply because they held it before. That's gonna link up their lands. Lovely. And if they're smart, they just take all of these provinces as well. Simply because they can. They should not bother with this rebel-infested territory right there. And oh, yes, the war has ended. The Vajrayani have lost. And it seems as though they had to give up 2 cores. Okay, the Zoroastrians immediately took 3 provinces actually. I wonder if they got any. No, they got nothing. Okay. So yeah, the Vajrayani have lost their big war, which was stupid to begin with, you know. Okay, Nahuatl are now declaring war on Quiche, something I definitely expected. We have the Sikh against the Shia, and obviously the Reformed. So let's check out what the Nahuatl do. Probably not going to be that interesting because, yeah, 120,000 men against basically no defenders. So they're going to full annex Quiche. Yep, they have tons of claims here as well. Amazing. Yeah, 4 claims, but they're probably just gonna take all 5 provinces. And then they have a border with Muisca. Oh my god, the Nahuatl are unstoppable. But yeah, on that note, I think I'm gonna end the episode. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time. Chief Gironca, signing off.